mahogany bullet, the blue lawn chairs next to the ice chest of 2 grams in the blunt that we just blew. Now I'm getting blown by a bitch who I don't know her name. Gold chain hanging, got a few in the room, but I don't wear them out. Only wear them in the house, cause I shine so bright that I wanna blind you. Who New York snow, but didn't know that the summer is true. Cold as a polar bear, chillin' with thunder and slick. I'm surrounded by 2 lives.
What up, party people? Back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. So as you saw from the last vlog, I got the engine out. So today I got to transfer all my sensors over onto the new one and drop the new one on in. So hopefully everything goes smooth, especially getting it into this little spot here to connect it back to the transmission. But yeah, guys, I'll be keeping you updated. About to be back soon, bowling, baby. Yeet. So yeah, like I said, I gotta get some of these sensors off. Gotta pull this, the VVT I solenoid. Gotta get the water pump pulley off. The engine came with a new water pump, so I'm just gonna pull this one off. Cause as you guys, I don't think I did a video on it, but that's I put that brand new water pump on back around Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna just pull that off and store it. Also got to get this off. Got to get this bracket off to where the passenger side axle goes, connects to. Then I gotta pull off all of the sensors here, as well as the flywheel. And I gotta get these old, well, they're not old, I just replaced them a few months back, but the spark plugs out, and store those as well, because I got brand new OEM ones that came with the new engine. So yeah, I'm about to get to it. Alright guys, update time. As you can see, it's nighttime. It's been a while since I last recorded, of course. And I do apologize for not showing you guys everything, but this is a pretty big job. This is a pretty big job, so I'm just trying to, make sure I do everything right and get everything done. As you see, get back to work on it here and hopefully get this thing I had to transfer at least set in place from my original halfway. The flywheel, mounted, the sensors. It just always depends on the weather, because I do believe I also had the forecast is supposed to be raining tomorrow. And the whole time, as you guys can tell, I've got a 1-car garage, the original one, because the rebuilt space is kind of limited. I got these 2 AZFEs go in the Scion TCs and the Toyota Camrys, some of the Matrixes. So this timing chain cover here, my motor mount wasn't lining up here, so I had to take that out and swap it. So that literally took me a while, but as you see, here's the original timing cover here with the new camshaft and the new timing chain tensioner on it. But yeah, I had to swap it out because of this right here for the mount to go on. But Now everything is all back sealed up with RTV silicone, and she's ready to get dropped in. I am going to be painting this valve cover too once I put it in. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I also did a little bit of painting. Yeah, look at that right there. Ooh, that's just a sneak peek right there. I still got to finish up. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, which is Monday, you see the car is literally right, the front of the car is right by the door. So therefore, if it's raining, I'm not gonna be able to get much done without, getting soaked. So we'll see. All right, guys. So it did end up raining on that Monday. Today is actually Saturday. And yeah, as you see, I'm recording late again. For the simple fact that when I got home from work today, I just came straight on in here and started working. So I get off of work on Saturdays at like 4 o'clock, and it is now about 10:30. So got the engine in finally. It took me the longest time getting it lined up to the transmission bell housing, as well as lining up the rear mount right here. I also got the intake manifold halfway on, and I also got the power steering pump halfway on as well. But yeah, I gotta finish up, doing all of the wiring, putting the belt on. Gotta put the studs in so I can put the headers on. So that'll be getting done tomorrow. Also got to finish up my painting and clean up all of this wiring mess to make it look a lot cleaner in here. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the morning. And like I said, I do apologize for not recording a lot. I just get in here, get my music going, and focus on getting this stuff done. And I did end up getting, frustrated when I was trying to line this engine up with the transmission, because it was just a pain in the butt. Thank God I finally got it, with the help of my lady. She was a big help. Without her, it wouldn't have got done. And yeah, I do have homeboys and stuff that work on cars and everything, but I don't like to bother people. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm doing this extra work as far as like painting and stuff like that. So, but yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in the morning when I'm back out here working, and I'll trying to get a little bit more footage for you. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. What's up, guys? So it's the next day, like I said. So I'm about to get back to work on that bad boy and get her all wired up and the rest of the stuff mounted and everything. That last night I finished my painting. I got that little galaxy look over there, and I'm gonna take the valve cover off and paint it as well. Yeah, get all that wiring cleaned up. Get this front bar painted. So yeah, let's get it. Alright, here's a little update, guys. The engine is now basically fully in. I got all the motor mounts connected. Now I'm just working on getting the harness and all the sensors connected. I also painted the valve cover. So yeah, I got some more painting to do. Like I said earlier, I still got to do this whole front rail and that side over there once I clean up those wires. But yeah, almost there. I also got to get, I don't remember if I said this earlier or not, but the studs to hold the headers on, I'm gonna try to get them off of the old engine, but some of the heads started breaking off because they have these little torques on it. So yeah, I might just have to run to Toyota tomorrow and just grab some. But yeah, we almost there. I'm gonna get this painting knocked out, and then I'm gonna get my radiator back in and all of my coolant hoses connected. Oh yeah, I also gotta go up under and get the flywheel bolts connected to the trans. But other than that, we are almost there. Yeet! Alright guys, so last night it got kind of dark and late since the last update that I did with you all, but pretty much got the engine in, got some more painting done, as you can see. I also started my little fuse block over there that I'm going to be running my wires to, so it could be a nicer look, instead of having all of the wires that I had coming off of my battery. So today I'm gonna work on finishing that up. I gotta get the radiator in as well as the axle. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get this axle in on the passenger side. So yeah. Alright guys, here's an update. New axle is in, as well as the radiator and the fan shroud. Also got the bottom of the battery tray support in. That's gonna be about it that I do for now. I'll probably come back and work on it later, get a little bit more stuff done, but all of the main things are done, all except for the alternator and the headers. Alright guys, so pulled out all of my old spark plugs, and yeah, I just recently put these in before the engine went down, maybe 4 or 5 months before, and these look pretty garbage. But I got my new OEM spark plugs and all my coil packs into the new engine, as you see. Bam, OEM. So yeah, like I said, these were recently replaced, but come on, focus. I don't know if these are even worth hanging on to or not. Alright guys, so I went and got me some studs today from the hardware store. So I just gotta get these things tightened up. So the way I'm doing it is I'm putting one of the nuts on all the way down to, if you see that little solid spot right there, the way we can get it seated properly. So I get it all the way down there, and then I take my ratchet with a deep socket 12 millimeter, and I just give it a couple more turns. Then I take another one and screw it down. That way I can get the back nut loose without removing or loosening up the stud. Let's see. So for that one I take a 12 mil wrench, and as you see, the whole thing is turning, so I gotta tighten it up some more. Basically button it up together, and then back it up just a little bit so I can get this in there. Alright, so I actually switched it around because that washer was just in the way. But what you want to do is basically butt them up both together. That way it takes the pressure off of this back one in the nut. And then you loosen this top one just a hair. And that should relieve some of the pressure off of the stud, to where you're able to loosen this nut without loosening the stud. So, as you see, I'm turning them both now. I'm about to pull this all the way out, just so it's easier for you guys to see. There you go, and the stud is staying in place. So I'm gonna get the rest of these done, and after that I can throw my headers on, and I need to get the alternator put on after I do the headers, mainly because of this one stud is going to be behind the alternator. And then after that I'll be able to put my belt on and throw the battery in, put my air intake in. I also got to change out this hose right here too, because it's got a crack in it, so that's no good. So, but yeah, we're that much closer. I probably won't be back in here working on it until Thursday, because of course Friday is Good Friday, so we're gonna be off from work, so I'll have plenty of time to do what I need to do to finish this up, and we'll hopefully should be cranking up and then be on the road Friday once I get tires for my other wheels put on. I don't even think I updated you guys about those. Yeah, I got the tires right here. I've been had them for a while, and yeah, just a little sneak peek of what I'm currently running. I've been had these wheels since October, since around Thanksgiving time, that's when I bought them. But yeah, we almost there, player. Alright guys, so ran into a minor setback. When I went to line up the header, the bottom of the header to the S pipe, found it. You see that big gap? Turns out I have to pull this oil pan back off and switch it to my original, because if you look at that one, this one has more of a curve to it to go over top of the S pipe compared to that one does. So I'm about to pull this oil pan off and scrape all of that RTV silicone off and mount my original back up to it. What's up guys? Alright, so got my air intake fitted in, got the oil pan swapped out, header connected to the S pipe. So now all that's left, I need to tighten up all of these nuts get my alternator on and my belt. Gotta put my oil pressure sensor in. Of course, the hose to the from the block to the engine. I mean, from the engine to my intake, as well as put the battery in and put all my fluids in and start her up. So we almost there. Alright guys, got everything hooked up and connected, got all my fluids in. Now it's just time to start her up and see what happens. Let's hope for the best. As you hear, the car is running, but the battery is pretty weak. Yeah, the battery's pretty weak. It's only reading at like 12.5 voltage right now. So I'm about to run the Napa, get that checked out. But yeah, thank God I finally got this thing back running. It was a huge job. Took a lot of time. As you see, hands all filthy, which is another reason why I wasn't recording. But yeah, so that'll conclude this vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Be easy. Oh yeah, I wanted to end off with some I guess words of advice or inspirational. So yeah, I'm not like a ASE certified mechanic or anything like that. I actually only went to school. I only took auto tech 2 years in high school. My last 2 years in high school before I graduated. So doing this whole engine swap was a pretty big task, but as you guys seen, I was able to get it done. So therefore, I wanted to leave y'all with, don't ever underestimate yourself. Even though something may look extremely difficult, just don't ever underestimate yourself, because just like me, you too can do it. Whatever you set your mind to, always remember, whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve. But on that note, like I said guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was all over the place or not too informative. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I did everything right, 100%. So yeah, like I said, I'm about to run to Napa. I'm about to pull the battery back out, run to Napa. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be on the lookout for the next vlog, because we only going up from here. I got 2 new items that I'm about to be installing, so stay tuned, player.
And these drugs make me a mess. Oh, you know, skin and they know I'm cold hearted. 223 shoot through the fabrics with a carbon.